Well, hello, friends. Jim Hale reporting to you from just outside the Washington, D.C. District Court, where the third phase trial has just concluded. We are all wrapped up now in the trial of Paulette Harlow, who was the last remaining defendant. Now, this trial was different because this was a bench trial, so no jury in this one. It was just Paulette Harlow and her defense attorney and the prosecution. They presented the very same case, essentially, that they presented against all the other defendants. So right now, the prosecution has rested its case. We have had closing arguments. The defense has rested. And now we're just kind of in limbo as Judge Colleen Collar-Cottley reviews the evidence and delivers her verdict. She says that it will indeed come before November 17th. So right now we're just kind of in no man's land as to where things are headed. Meanwhile, though, I have to tell you that Paulette Harlow, wow, I mean, what can you say about this lady? 75-year-old Boston Irish lady, tough as nails, took the stand today under a withering cross-examination by the prosecution today, and I just spoke to Paulette. Tell me why you have devoted your life to saving unborn children.
I've devoted my life to saving unborn children because I know it's God's will. I know these are His precious children. They're made in His image and likeness, and He does not want any harm to come to them. And I also know that women do not want abortion. No women want abortion. And I've dedicated my life to pro-life because women need solutions to their crisis pregnancy. They don't need another problem. They don't need somebody to come to them and say, "Oh, I'll kill your child for you. Do you mind paying for it?" Right. You know, I mean, if they need housing, or if they need help staying in school, or if they need help talking to a parent, or whatever it is they're afraid of that brought them to the abortion clinic, that's what I think we should be trying to help them with. And that's what I do when I go to the sidewalks, and I sidewalk counsel, although I haven't, because of medical reasons, I haven't been able to go recently, but I used to go with my husband regularly.
Yep. Tell me about your physical condition now, Paulette.
Well, it's really not about me, it's about the children, but from head to toe I have problems. I have eczema, and I have shortness of breath. I have a respiratory condition. I have asthma, bronchitis. I have a thyroid disease. I have shortness of breath. They're right now trying to figure out what is causing that. I have neuropathy in both my legs. I have stenosis in two parts of my back. I have very severe arthritis in my neck with resultant continual headaches every day. And I have a lot of pain, but...
Paulette, what do you want to say to LifeSite viewers right now? What is your message to those who are watching this?
Boy. My message is do not be afraid to do something, to act. We can pray, and we know that abortion is one of those sins that requires fasting as well. So we can pray and fast, but we also have to do something. We have to call our senators and representatives. We have to go to the abortion clinics and counsel. We have to write letters. We have to make sure that people understand what abortion is, because most people in the United States do not understand that an abortion is removing a baby's arms and legs while it is alive, crushing the baby's skull while it is alive, and suctioning it out. They do not understand that. We're told in an abortion that it's just a blob of tissue, like a blood clot or something, and that is a lie. It has a beating heart. The baby has a beating heart at 21 days. They do not tell women this. And I want to tell people, please get involved, help these mothers. I really believe in our country we can do better than this for mothers that are in crisis. I mean, if they were in a crisis with their teenagers are acting out, you wouldn't say, "Let me help you. I'll kill your kid." You know, we just don't do that. So why do it with the babies? You know, so just get involved, do something. There's no time to just sit back and do nothing.
Paulette, thanks for reminding us.
You're welcome.
You're going to have a lot of people that are going to be praying for you in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you. Pray for the babies.
Yeah.
Pray for the babies. I'm doing great. Thank you.
you.
And we love you too, and I thank everybody for the prayers.
Okay, I am standing here now with my colleague, Louis Knuffy. If you don't know Louis has made the transition from being our Rome correspondent to pretty much being our Washington, D.C. correspondent. He has hit the ground running as our pro-life reporter here at the court. And Louis, you've just done a great job. I really appreciate the in-depth reporting that you've been doing here. You've been with us every step of the way for all three of these trials. Louis, what were your general impressions of this go-round with just the bench trial with Colleen? With Paulette.
Well, so one thought was we already know this judge from the previous two trials.
Boy, do we. Yes.
Yeah, and so a little bit of the show that was put on in the previous two for the juries has not been present in this trial, though all the while we know, she's avidly pro-abortion, and the prosecution is as well. And this time around, I thought we got some beautiful testimony from the two women who were in prison, Jean Marshall and Joan Bell, as well as Paulette, about the reasons and motivations for doing this rescue and their pro-life work. And today, Paulette said some very beautiful things about wanting to let women know the truth about abortion.
Yes.
And, that no woman wants an abortion, that she went there because she had been lied to when she was younger, and that she didn't want other women to be lied to about abortion. And that's so true. I've done sidewalk counseling myself like her, and it is true. When the truth about abortion is made known, many women choose life. I
got to tell you, Louis, that gave me chills when she gave that answer. It was really a beautiful moment. You're talking about, in the last couple of days, we've seen Jean Marshall, her sister Paulette Harlow on trial, and Joan Andrews Bell, three of the icons of the pro-life movement here. Two of those ladies are federal prisoners right now. But Louis, I just want to say, the big looming charge in all these, the face trial, are not actually the face charges, but it is the first count, which is conspiracy against rights. Well, we all know, guess what happened last summer with the Dobbs decision? There is no constitutional right to abortion. So now we have this thing called reproductive rights. So we are having this trial where the big 10-year prison sentence, which is the result, the maximum sentence that you can get from this conspiracy against rights charge, is all based on this thing called reproductive rights. You keep hearing that over and over again. And what does that amount to? At Cesare Santangelo's clinic, where he is perhaps the most prominent late-term abortionist in America, well, they always try to say, well, we do pap smears, we do STD testing. So that is the flimsiness of what this whole conspiracy racket is all about, Louis.
And it hasn't come up in this particular trial, but preceding all three trials was the judges grasping at jurisdiction over the case precisely because of Dobbs. And so back in March, she asked both sides, the prosecution and the defense, to file arguments on whether the 13th Amendment included a right to abortion, precisely because this right, this reproductive right to an abortion, is on flimsy ground now that Dobbs has come down. And I think when it comes to appealing this case for all of the defendants, a large part of it will rest upon the judicial ground for face no longer exists because Roe has been overturned.
Amen. Well, that's the bottom line, Louis. I'll tell you, this new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, he needs to get busy, and we need to get rid of this FACE Act.
That's right. So I would love if members of Congress came to the detention center in Alexandria to send a message, that we want to get FACE struck, and the case of these 9 defendants is going to be the instrument by which we blow this whole FACE Act to pieces and get it struck down and free these prisoners.
That's right. Speaker Johnson, if you're watching, sir, please put this on the very top of your priority list. This is an injustice. Right now we have a 72-year-old woman in prison in Alexandria, and we could be having a disabled 75-year-old joining them soon with possible prison sentences, up to 11 years. So these ladies could die in prison. So we need your help, Mr. Speaker. Louis Konofsky, thank you again for your awesome coverage. Folks, we're going to be here when we do get the verdict on this, and we are going to continue covering this story inside and out until the FACE Act is overturned. Louis, any parting words?
Just that when Jean Marshall came to testify yesterday, it's known now that she has been suffering from pneumonia, and at her age and with the condition that Paulette Harlow is in with her health issues, it very is possible that they could either become seriously ill or die in prison. So yes, we certainly do need to get FACE struck, and we need to protect these prisoners and get these elderly women the care that they really do need.
Amen. All right, so please pray for all of the defendants. We have, if you include Father Fidelis, who's in federal prison in Louisiana, we have 9. We could have 10 very soon. But please get busy. Write your member of Congress, your senator, and let them know that the FACE Act needs to be history right away. In Washington, D.C., reporting with my colleague Louis Konofsky, I'm Jim Hale.